another process video. Today I'm going to be using a Fancy Pants Summer Sun collection. It is older-ish, just a couple years. So I'm also using a sketch from the Ready Sketch Go volume something. I can't recall which one because I did this in September. And I needed this band to go across the center, and I wasn't really sure how I wanted to accomplish that. What I ended up doing was taking two different pieces of paper and cutting, I think they're 3x4 strips maybe, and I stitched them together, and then I put a border on the top and a border on the bottom and stitched them together. So first I glued them all together and then I stitched them all together. Of course I stitched too many so it runs off the edge of the page and I have to cut it off, but that's not the point. How I did this was I just pieced everything together and then put it down. So right here I am cutting the papers. This pink paper is going to be the border of the top and the bottom of this strip that runs horizontally at an angle across the paper, and right here are the papers that are going to go together. I'm going to piece those papers together, and I am just trimming them down a little bit. The photo that I'm going to scrapbook is a photo of my niece Tasha, my son, and myself, and this is in 2010. I didn't know it was that long ago. Okay, this was in 2010, and Jim had booked us a little bit of a kayak adventure, and this is the first time I had been kayaking. And after this little trip, I fell in love with I love kayaking so much, guys, you don't even know. In 2012, Jim bought me a kayak for Christmas. So I love kayaking. It is so much fun, and this is the trip that started it. And it was when Tasha was here visiting, and we just went out kayaking around Tybee Island. So anyways, I had stitched all those papers together, and now I'm laying them down at a slant. As you can see, I had already typed up my journaling. It is on that paper. I do have a wide format printer, so I just printed it on. This is a Basil cardstock, I think. It's textured on one side, but I printed it on the smooth side. And I'm just adding a little bit of extra Scotch Quick Dry behind that to make sure it does stay in place. Here I'm going to go ahead and put the photo down. And on this layout, I do use several different products. I use some Amy Tan. There was another package of stuff that was from American, or they were like acetates from American Crafts. Not sure what the collection was. Right there, I just put down some tags. They are from the Summer Sun collection from Fancy Pants. And so is this border I'm trying to make work. It doesn't end up working. Up at the top, you can see I put down this craft banner with an anchor. I do keep both of those up there. And here's where I start pulling out the Amy Tan stuff. I do end up using a turquoise arrow, and it goes around that area, up a little bit, and that pink arrow goes below it. This is the other pack of the acetate I said I pulled out. I do use that camera as well. This little sticker says Sunshine, and I am going to trim off a portion of that and stick it right there above that arrow. I don't know why I've never used these stickers. They are quite nice. I think I picked them up at Tuesday morning, and probably not too long ago, maybe a few months, because I haven't used them, and that's kind of weird because they're rather cute. I do like them. Right there, that's a piece of the sticker that was on top of that sunshine, and I just kind of tucked it under the picture to bring in more of that orangey color. It's also up at the top. Well, it might not be up there yet. Oh yeah, I'm putting it down right there. It's the same color that is up there, that I put up there with that little border strip right there. So it's in the sunshine and alongside the picture, and then also up at the top. So right now I'm working on that top right cluster. I'm working on it upside down. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I don't know if I show this on screen, but there will be pictures at the end. I put some mist down, and then I was wondering what would happen if I put Nouveau crystal dots over the wet mist. Well, I found out it's not really all that attractive for this kind of layout. If you're doing a mixed media layout, it's kind of a cool effect, but this was a clean layout before I did that. No, it's not so much. So kind of looks like a bird did something up there with turquoise is what that looks like to me. So I'm going to go ahead and staple down that acetate camera. I am coloring the staples in with this gold Signo pen. I do color the staple on that bunch of tabs or tags because I stapled that because I had layered several tags together, so the twine was kind of trying to poke upward and I didn't like that, so I stapled it down and I just colored that staple gold. So now I'm pulling out the thickers that I am going to use for my title. I use these thickers called Fancy, and I don't remember what collection they came with, but I used the very creative title, Best Ever, because, you know, we get all these words with our thickers and we need to use them. And if you use them, I mean, you're probably going to get, over the course of a year, 2 different thicker packs that say Best Ever. So you're going to have at least 2 layouts that say Best Ever on them. I mean, how are you going to get around it? They need to come up with some different words, like Coolio. I would use one that says Coolio. I don't know if anybody else would, but I would. So then I pull out some of these turquoise glitter hearts, and I do use 3 of them to put them in 3 different places. And I use this India ink by P.H. Martin's. That is what I'm going to use for my splatters. And actually, I thought it was mist, so I lied. That is what I put the Nouveau crystal dots on top of to see what would happen. And now I know. It looks like bird stuff. And after I do that, I'm going to put down these Nouveau crystal drops. And I always say Nouveau crystal dots, and that's not what they're called, but that's what I call them all the time for some reason. But it's Nouveau crystal drops. And right here is where I go ahead and start putting them. Oh, what would happen if I put it over the ink? Okay, well, we know. That's all I do to the layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.